Shut up and sit down.
Shut down, getting elimination on King Cole. And it's getting down. Shut down. Up the road. Shutdown getting it down on two.
Downing that is a throw. The trade Cole is red. Moving in, getting the elimination shutdown also suffering.
No, actually, Wolf is actually having a stroke.
I am?
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Going up. 1
I'm so confused. Let's just go to the game. just go.
Welcome everyone to Amateur Hour Commentary. I am the Wolf Craze, and tonight I am bringing you the Indie Gaming League 3v3 circuit Division 15 match between Amateur Hour Commentary and Fable Esports NA. If you guys are interested in checking out all the other activities they have going on over at Indie Gaming League, go check out their website. You can see it right there on screen, www.indiegamingleague.com. What's up, Timber? How you doing, dude? So tonight I'm running solo. I'm going to be waiting for our homegrown Titch over on Amateur Hour to send me an invite. But what's up, Paco? Before we actually begin, I do want to go over the stats up to this point from week 1 to week 3. We are in week 4. We will see how well they play. They are coming off Amateur Hour, that is, are coming off of a 2-loss streak. Hopefully they can turn things around tonight. While I'm been watching them practice, it looks like they've been performing pretty well, but Fable Esports is definitely going to test their mettle. Speaking of this, the stats, why don't we head on over and check those out, starting off with Amateur Hour, courtesy of Indie Gaming League. We could see in week 1 they went against Whiffing Force, and that was their only victory thus far. And in week 2 they went up against Starlit Alpha and lost by 1 point, and that was a nail biter for sure. Very exciting match. And last week they went up against RK Crumb Dumpsters, and there they lost in a 3-1. That was a bit of an upset considering the place that Crumb Dumpsters were in. And that is unfortunate, but it was a bad evening for Amateur Hour. Let's see if they can turn it around. Currently, they are sitting at a 46% win record. They have 35 goals, 4 and 30 against, and they've only lost one more game than they have actually won. So they're not in terrible positioning. I think they're sitting at 19th right now. So who knows? Things could turn around for them tonight. But why don't we go check out their competition over here on Fable Esports. We can see in week 1 they went against the Pizza Boys, winning by 1 point, and went up against Whiffing Force in week 2 and won by 2. Week 3 against Thunder Whiffin and won 3-0. They have a 75% win percentage with 9 games won, only 3 games lost, which is actually pretty impressive on their part. They have 34 goals, 4 and 18 against. Now that's a huge point difference there as compared to Amateur Hour, who's a much narrower gap. And of course, these guys are sitting in the top, I believe, if I recall. I'm going to take a guess here. I could be wrong, but I think they're in 4th place. I'm going to have to go back and check on that. But so far, they're doing really well, and Amateur Hour is going to have some competition tonight. It looks like Amateur Hour is just finishing up their last practice round, and I'm going to shoot them a message, let them know, send me an invite when they are ready. So yeah, very excited tonight. For those who don't know, oh, speaking of the devil, there it is. Let me just get into the lobby real quick so I'm not holding anyone up. So for those who are interested or not in the know, at present, Amateur Hour is undergoing a bit of a facelift. We're doing some changes behind the scenes. You can read our blogs over on amateurhourcommentary.com if you're interested. But the quick summary of it all is we're doing some changes in the background. We're going to give ourselves a new look. We're going to give ourselves a new face, essentially. And we are going to be sharing that with everybody this coming week as the Season 8 of the Pro League North American Division is going to begin. So if you're not following already, go ahead, hit the follow button, and also hit the notification bell, because there's been a lot of work put into what is going to be revealed. So I'm really, really excited to share that with everybody. Of course, I didn't do really any of the work. I mean, I was more of the creative insights to it, kind of sculpting the clay, even though I wasn't really molding it. I was kind of making the vision a little bit stronger. But our very own Titch is actually the creator and of the new vision, and I'm very excited that we get to show his work. Timber, thank you so much for the 100. Also, Karen, welcome. Ba, thank you for tuning in. Paco, I'm sure you're still here as well. But yeah, it's going to be a very great week. I can't wait for everyone to see what we got going on. Really, I don't have any predictions tonight. I guess, it's hard to say because, like I said, I've been watching Amateur Hour practice prior to this match, and they're looking pretty hot right now. And Fable Esports, I haven't watched them yet, but based on their record, I can't imagine them underperforming. Of course, every good team can have a bad night. That's always a possibility. But they've been going strong for quite a bit here, so it's definitely going to be a nice fight. Hope you all are doing well. I know we just had Halloween. I don't know if anyone went out trick-or-treating or not. I know I didn't, but we did go celebrate family member's birthday, who was born on Halloween, and I heard that there were a couple others. In fact, I think Titch's wife, her birthday was yesterday as well. I have more bad than good. Okay. He is very creative. He's incredibly creative. But every creative person sometimes needs a guiding hand. I'm not saying that's what I was. I'm just there to be the thorn in his side, but he's able to make his creations come to life, and it's going to be great to see. Major endorsed teams in that game. In what game? I'm unfamiliar with if we're talking about this game or not. But yeah, I don't know if y'all went out for Halloween or went to parties or did some trick-or-treating. I myself am not very much into the trick-or-treating scene, but my son's still not old enough. But he dressed up as Superman. That was kind of cool. In fact, I even shared that in our Discord. Yes, we do have a Discord. If you guys want to check the panels below, that will send you right to our Discord channel. We also have a Facebook group page. You could go check that out. Links there as well. And we also share everything over onto YouTube. This may be our primary streaming platform, but I do export everything over to YouTube for people who prefer that platform. In fact, when I like to watch it at my leisure, I watch it in my living room, and that doesn't have access to Twitch, so I have to watch it on YouTube. If you guys are interested in that, check that out as well. And we also have a merchandise store. You can find shirts like this, or you can find mugs like this right here, which I am drinking coffee out of a straw. Yes, don't judge. If you guys are interested in checking that stuff out, go check out our merchandise store. Also, anyone who is here in chat, please let me know if there's any audio balancing issues. It looks like you can hear the music in the background, which is great. But when the game starts going, it's going to get quite loud. So if there's any sound issues, whether my voice sounds mechanical or the game just sounds, I don't know, it doesn't sound quite right, please let me know, because I can't hear it at the moment. But yeah, there are majorly endorsed teams. There's if anyone who ever watches a Rocket League match, it's pretty insane. So a lot of really good teams over there. All right, I'm gonna get set up in spectator, and we are gonna be starting momentarily as I get pulled in here. Set myself up in spectate. There we go, and we are gonna be underway here in a moment. I did not set up a poll. I do apologize. I was working diligently to try to get all this, everything that you're seeing now set up. So if you guys want to cast your vote in chat, throw out the name that you want to see win. Amateur Hour or Fable Esports. All are welcome here in no judgment. We will be underway soon as everybody starts coming in. Right, you had to send that right when I was taking a sip, didn't you, Paco? Appreciate that. Everyone wish Paco well as he's in the process of moving right now. He is not playing tonight. We have Titch, Steve, and Grant. I wish them the best of luck. They were practicing strong, so I've got faith in the boys. And unfortunately, we don't have our own Paco here. Ooh, Paco. Oh my goodness. All right, sounds like some people might be getting in. Looks like we got all of the one team in, and here we go. Right off on kickoff, we got Steve flying up, trying to push it in towards the blue goal, and right now it's staying at midfield. Titch just missing. Right now, both teams rotating at the moment, feeling each other out. Scuba Steve going in real hard, trying to get a shot on goal there, but bumped a little out of the way. Grant getting a nice stop at mid, but Fable able to keep it on Amateur's half of the field. Steve flying up high. Now Steve has been a very dominant presence for Amateur Hour. And here comes Mega pushing it into the Amateur's corner. Titch going for the clear, but missing, getting beaten on that. A nice bounce shot from Fable, but a good save by Amateur Hour. Here we go, more pressure applied. Titch going for the clear and bouncing it back out towards blue. Driving up the wall. Happiness there to deflect it back. Right now, Happiness trying to keep it in Amateur Hour territory, but can't. Steve going in, open net, and getting the goal. Amateur Hour up 1-0. Nice dribble and bump by Steve there. Getting the goal on his own. Now let's see if they can continue this streak as he goes for face-off against Happiness. Titch going out for the clear, driving it up the wall, getting into the corner, but Happiness, of course, there, playing very strong defense, trying to push it back out towards mid, missing the block there by Happiness. Stan trying to drive it all the way downfield. What an aerial carry, but it was stopped by Titch and Scuba Steve. Mega bouncing it out towards the corner. Good pass, but Titch there for the response. Nice goaltending. Stan once again pushing it towards the corner. See if he can bounce it out. And Scuba Steve there for the save. Mega, though, flying in from center field, getting a nice shot into the corner of the net, tying it up, making it now 1-1. Oh, bouncing it right off of Happy. What a bounce shot, man. Here we go. Next face-off with Grant stalling it at half. Mega driving it back towards Amateur side of the field. Titch going up. Nice read. Good clear out towards the corner of Fable's side of the field. Grant trying to apply pressure, get out towards mid, but can't make a pass. So far, very good rotation by both teams. Pretty even at this point. No one back in Amateur's goal. Titch recovering, but missing that shot. Oh, and Steve pushing it back into his goal. Almost getting a self-goal. Grant there to save it. And right now, Amateur Hour is a bit scattered with Fable just playing nice and calm, taking a bunch of shots on the goal. They don't want to get too antsy. Amateur has to cool it down, slow it down, not rush it so much. Fable right here is just playing their rotations. They're playing their game, getting a lot of shots on goal, but they're not getting overzealous. They're really focused on getting those passes, getting those clears, and just applying that pressure. And here we go. Amateur Hour responds, going off the backboard. And a bad touch by Happiness, just bouncing off of the ball there. Titch bumping it up over defense, but it was cleared. Mega coming back for the rotation, missing that. Titch flying in, trying to get a bouncer. Nice block by Stan. Grant keeping it in Fable's side of the field and bouncing it out of the corner. Oh no, a team bump there. Steve into Titch, but a good defense by Grant. Another bump. Titch just seems to be playing patty cake with everyone tonight. Nice clear by Scuba Steve, but it's been returned. What a save Amateur Hour keeping it out of their goal. Less than 50 seconds left, and it's still tied up 1-1. Both teams playing very hard right now. Very good defense, very good offense, but we do see more mistakes by Amateur Hour as they keep bumping into each other during rotation, which is causing a bit of confusion. Fortunately, at least one member has been back, getting the saves on goal. 20 seconds left. Happiness trying to drive it in, but cannot. A nice save by Steve. Titch going for the clear, but is beaten in that 50 by Stan. And Steve, of course, getting a beautiful clear there. Very strong on defense, for sure. Last few seconds, keeping it up in the air. Stan trying to drive it in, but can't. Going off the back wall. Still staying up in the air. Titch driving it out, and it's touched, and we're going into overtime. Titch losing the face-off. Steve and Grant there to push it back downfield. Titch going up, redirecting. Nice shot! Oh, and just off the sidebar. So close. Steve going up. Nice pass. Nice angle and bouncing it off the post, and the opponent going in, winning the first round, making the score now 2-1. An Amateur goes up in this series 1-0. Very well played by both teams. Nail biter at the end, going into overtime. Impressive play by both teams. Despite all the errors made by Amateur Hour during that round, constantly bumping each other during rotation, not finding their footing, kind of, scattering a little bit, getting a little antsy there on defense. They still had at least one person back, which saved them overall from getting scored on. But I'm sure that caused a lot of agitation on their end. But Fable really applying the pressure, really getting in there and making Amateur Hour fight for every single block. And here we are going right back into it, going into our second game of the series. Right off face-off. Grant losing it, but still pushed back into Fable's territory. Titch keeping in the corner, trying to get a pass off the wall. But no one there to respond. Now back on Fable's side of the field, but Mega responding with a good clear. Of course, Amateur Hour keeps applying the pressure, trying to keep it on the blue side of the field, and doing so pretty well to start off. Nice bounce pass out of the corner by Happiness. But Mega can't finish. Stan doing the same thing. Happiness missing the aerial there. And here comes Steve bouncing it off the post and just missing. Stan with a good clear. Bit of a missed opportunity there with an open net. Nice aerial carry. Grant there sitting at the goal line with a good block. Here comes Steve going for the clear. Happiness going back into rotation. Back in the goal. Steve trying to get a side bump into the goal, but missing. Weird pinch coming off the wall from Grant. And again, Steve with a very good read, getting a good clear out to the corner. Nice save by Mega. But still, the pressure is on. Fable trying to get it at least out to midfield. Most of the time spent has been on their side of the field. Trying to get a good pass there. Grant going up, but not able to get there. Happiness able to clear it, but Titch keeping it on their side of the field. And here we go. Now Amateur on defense. Steve popping it up towards the mid. Very dangerous position, but no one there to pick it up from Fable. Nice clear by Grant. He's all in. Can he get it? Nice shot by Grant. Open net. Putting Amateur Hour up with a score of 1-0. Those really long clears, having someone sit closer to mid and getting that clear and just driving it into the open net. Right now, Amateur Hour is looking strong. Fortunately, no bumps during rotation this time around, but still kind of early on. We got less than 3 minutes left. Plenty of time for Fable to come back. And right now, they're trying to get passes their own out of the corner, but Amateur Hour's defense is just kind of impenetrable at the moment. Stan with a nice split of defense. Nice shot on goal, but the goaltender there to respond. Can he go up? Nice shot off the crossbar, so close. Grant able to clear it back into the corner, but Stan is not giving up. He's trying to get a pass off the wall, but he just cannot, as now they are forced back onto defense. But of course, Mega says, no way, Jose, we are coming full force. And now it seems as though pressure is on Amateur Hour here. Nice bump out to midfield. He's got to be careful with the boost. Happiness expelling some of it little by little, trying to get those mega boosts. Nice block by Grant. Less than 2 minutes left. Fable really has to do something here. Titch with a nice shot. Wide, but good setup. And Mega there to get a nice clear out towards the side wall. Steve trying to keep it up at mid. Titch going for and hesitating to block that shot. Grant with a nice touch, and now it's back out towards mid, but no, Stan's there to respond. Keep the pressure alive. Nice shot. Oh, what a stop by two members of Amateur Hour. Good stuff. Very close shot. Trying to get a bounce off the wall. Steve misreading that jump. Good dribble. Nice pass, and Happiness getting into side of the goal. Beautiful shot. Beautiful dribble there. And good read by Happiness to tie it up now with less than 1 minute on the clock. We are at face-off, a nice 50-50. Steve able to push it up. Nearly getting a goal there. No one back on rotation for defense. Interesting bump off of the bottom portion of the wall. Steve downing the ball, trying to get it set up, but he was bumped a little bit and redirected here. Good clear. Good response by Steve, keeping it back in the corner of Fable's territory. Let's see if they can get a nice pass out towards middle. Kind of a weird spot, bouncing off the side wall, trying to get over to Titch. But he's got three members of Fable to get it through, and unfortunately could not. Back out to mid, and it's touched the ground. We're back in overtime. There's 2 games in overtime now. Last time Amateur Hour won. Let's see if they can do it again. Fable desperate to get a win here. And a demo right in the goal. Mega forced to respond. Oh, and missed! A missed block! And Happiness getting the game-winning shot, making it 2-1. And now we're tying it up in the series 1-1. Just getting it over Titch's head. Very good fight once again. But of course, that's 2 games overtime. I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again as we enter our 3rd game in the series. Wow, hot stuff tonight, guys, huh? Thank you all for tuning in. Really appreciate it. If you haven't done so, go ahead, hit the follow button, and also hit the bell icon to be notified every time we do go live. I will be trying to cover this week to week. I believe I couldn't. The only week I could not get was week 1. We have week 2 and week 3. So please be sure to tune in again as we continue the coverage here. But 3rd game in the series. And here we are at face-off. Titch winning that one, bouncing out into the corner. Happiness tasting blood, getting aggressive, and driving it hard to the orange side of the field. But, of course, Amateur Hour feeling a bit salty after that one. Grantastic getting a shot from the corner. Someone get a protractor. That angle didn't look possible. What a shot. Putting them up in just under 30 seconds. Score 1-0. Popping it up just over the head of Amateur Hour, but nice clear by Titch. And a good save by Grant. Here we go, moving up to midfield, back in the blue territory. Stan chasing, catching it at midfield, trying to get a nice aerial pass across mid. No one there to get it. Titch responding well to that, keeping it up, trying to ground it a little bit, but no, could not. And he lost the 50-50 there. Nice shot by Steve. Nice redirect by Titch. Good timing, good read. Keeping it on the blue side of the field. Here comes Steve trying to bounce it off of the back wall, get a double touch, but no, could not. Happiness was there to keep it out. Again, really good rotation by both teams. Steve just missing that double touch coming down from that aerial. Titch there to respond. Keep it on the blue side of the field. Again, a lot of pressure applied against Fable. They're playing a lot of defense the first half of this round. Can Steve get it? Pushes it in. What a save by Fable. Misjudging his direction there on the wall. Mega forced to rotate back and let Stan take the lead. And here we go. Mega trying to bounce it out of the corner, but getting some miss hits there a little bit. Steve clearing it out. Grant trying to push it up off the backboard. Can Titch follow up? No, just misses the shot, hitting the corner. And there's Grant splitting the defense with a nice corner shot of his own. And they go up with a score of 2-0. Here we are at another face-off. Grant winning that one, but now there's no one back on Amateur Hour's defense. Steve able to grab it at midfield, run it up the wall, and try to get an aerial in, but no, Happiness there. Good positioning, keeping it out of the goal. Again, a lot of time spent over on Fable's side of the field. Amateur Hour has to be feeling pretty good right now. All that pressure is forcing them to think defensively for the majority of the match. A lot of bumps here on Steve. Stan getting a bit salty. Although I understand it's strategic there. Nice clear by Titch. Or Grant, I should say. I believe that was. Here comes Titch with his own clear. Dribbling it up the field, but Stan able to respond. Good read. Bounce back up into amateur territory. Now here we are. Trying to get a bounce off the wall. And right now, Fable just... they can't get anything solid down. No solid passes. Can't get good reads. Bad hits off of the wall. Struggling a little bit on their offense. Their defense has been pretty solid, as they are forced to play a lot of it, but they just can't capitalize on offense and make anything happen. Good back pass. Grant with a good clear. Mega with his own, driving it into the corner. See if they can make something happen here. Nice bounce off of the wall. Interesting touch. And Stan flying in. Finally able to make something happen here on offense. A good bounce off of the backboard. Finally getting on the scoreboard. Fable score now 2-1. Amateur Hour in the lead by 1 point. Less than a minute to go. Good hit off of midfield wall, and there it is! Stan again! with a very nice shot. Good pass by Happiness. A nice clear out to mid. Steve a little late on the takeoff, and now they've tied it up with less than a minute. 2-2. Ladies and gentlemen, I see another overtime in our future. Titch with a nice save. Out to mid. An interesting touch by Steve. Not intentional, I don't believe, but here comes Grant clearing out to a corner, but not able to get a field clear, which is what they want right now, because where they once were applying the pressure, now they are struggling. A good carry and dribble by Fable, but with less than 10 seconds left, one of the teams has to make a move now if they want to go win or go into overtime. Oh, Steve trying to keep it up, but no, it touches, and we're back into overtime for the third game in the series. Grant with a good clear. Titch missing the hit there. And there it is! Stan with the third goal. All the goals in this match, in this game of the series, getting them the victory, making the score now 2-1 overall in the series, with Fable up by 1. Both teams playing very hard here. Really nothing to say there. I think it was just a matter of circumstance. At the end, with less than a minute and a half left, it seemed as though Fable started pick up the steam a little bit. They've been struggling early on, playing mostly defensive, and they've been scored on pretty much, very early on in the first half of each round. And but in the second half, the back end of the match, they seem to be kicking into high gear and getting these shots on. Here comes Stan again. See if Titch can defend, and he can. Nice save. But now it looks like Fable's pulling out all the stops. They're not playing any more games. All three members up on the orange side of the field. I blame Baco. Anything can happen here. Nice save by Stan. Happiness trying to dribble. Trying to fake. Nice shot by Stan once again. He seems to be leading the team in shots right now. Able to read the dribble by Happiness and saw what was coming, so he decided to take it in his own hands, flip over and get a dribble of his own and drive it right into the goal. They are now up by 1 point. This, I believe, the first time in this series that Fable has been up in the first half of the game. Nice bump by Grant. Here comes Steve flying in. No one there to respond, though, as both Grant and Titch, or Steve and Titch, were going in towards the ball. Grant had to rotate back. Steve trying to keep it alive on the blue side of the field. Gets it in the middle of the goal, and Grant just missing it. Another nice clear out to the corner. Grant a little late on that. Mega winning that challenge. Grant popping it in after a nice pass, tying it up at 3 minutes 35 seconds. Score now 1-1. Grant able to get a nice clear. They've been cheating up all game, as there's mostly been stalls at the face-off, so not a bad strategy to have when you notice that there's plenty of stalls happening and no one really winning those face-offs. Oh, what a shot! Titch just missing the aerial block. Mega with a nice shot from downtown. as it just kind of lingers in the air, and Titch just missing it by pixels. And that's it. Fable up by 1. As you can see, there's just a lot of stalls at face-off. So it makes sense Amateur Hour is cheating up a little bit to try to capitalize on that. But it doesn't look like Fable's been able to successfully win those. Shot on goal. Stan with a nice save. Grant capitalizing off of a nice pass, but Fable there to easily block right out of the goal. Not enough speed on it, and definitely not an angle that they would want. Steve rotating back, trying to get it clear off of the side wall, getting out towards mid. Good ball control. Make it challenging. Titch trying to land it down, but no! Fable there to kick it back out. Out of boost was Grant, and it looks like Stan is too. Couple members on each team play. Even look at this. No boost. All boost has been exhausted. Steve and Grant kind of running into each other there. Nice block. Bumping Mega. Good shot. Stan flying in from the side of the goal with a beautiful save. I have to say it again. It looks like there's a lot of pressure, a lot of time spent on Fable's side of the field. Steve not able to capitalize on that clear. Titch keeping it in the corner. Best played there for now. Kind of a direct shot by Fable. Grant with an easy clear. Stan, the leader of the pack, being the majority of the goals this evening. Trying to fly it in, but Grant's taking a nice slow dribble. It looks like Amateur Hour is slowing the pace down. They've been getting really amped up, playing a really fast game. They've made mistakes. They have just over a minute left to try to tie it up and get it back into overtime and stay in this fight. Really focusing on those rotations. And where Amateur Hour is slowed down, Fable has not. They continue to play the aggressive game. They're not, I mean, their rotations have been solid. They haven't really been playing poorly tonight. And they're just right now utilizing that momentum they've gotten over the past couple of games. Oh, and Titch not able to read it in enough time. And Stan getting another goal. Making the score now 3-1 with 37 seconds left. Now that's plenty of time. If Fable were to make a couple of mistakes here, Amateur Hour could come back, but it looks like it's in the bag for Fable. Good clear by Steve, trying to get out towards the corner. 25 seconds left. Interesting bounce there. Happiness trying to keep it in play on the attack. Steve driving it up the wall, getting it out towards mid. No one on his team there to help. And then as the clock ticks down with 7 seconds left, Fable is going to walk away with this victory. And all they have to do is ground it. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Fable Esports NA walking away with a win. Very tough fight tonight. All members on each team playing the best that they can. I have to say, it looks like both teams are playing incredibly well tonight. There's really no critique of that whatsoever. A couple of mishaps in a few of the games by Amateur Hour with their rotations bumping into each other, but overall, it seems as though they both played really well. And interestingly enough, Amateur Hour for the last two games there, they were ahead at the beginning. The front half of the game, and it seems as though Fable just kicked it up a notch after the first 2.5 minutes, and they just came back and were able to win. So Fable played very, very well in the second half. They definitely didn't buckle under pressure, and Stan seemed to be their MVP of that match, as he scored the majority of the shots. But of course, Happiness there with a lot of passes, a lot of good clears. So well played by Fable and well played by Amateur Hour. There's definitely nothing to drop your chin at. Both teams played incredibly well. I can't wait to see how well they play next week, which we will be covering. So if you have not yet followed or hit that notification bell, please do so now and return, as we will cover next week's match right here in the Indy Gaming League 3v3 circuit, Division 15. But that's going to wrap it up for us tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. For those who have, if you want to watch this afterwards and you were not able to catch it live, it's okay. It's going to be right here saved on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/AH commentary, and it will be exported over to our Amateur Hour YouTube channel, which you can find just by searching Amateur Hour commentary. Be sure to subscribe over there and hit the notification bell as well. But I am the Wolf Craze. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, folks. Peace.
Hello. All this energy. All this energy.
What's this knob do? No, wait.
Hello.
All this energy.